Hi guys, and welcome. And we're getting ready to jump into Cancer's reading. I've taken a few days break since the last three, but if you're here, thank you for coming. If you're returning, thank you. I appreciate you guys. All right, so far, wow. Okay. Cancer. All right, I just had to go vote. So if you vote, you don't forget today's voting day. Let's see. All right, on the bottom, we got the Nine of Swords, you guys. All right, Nine of Swords. This is feeling stuck in your head, maybe overthinking something, thinking about something heavily, worrying about something. You know, this is kind of a befitting reading for today. Like, I think a lot of people are concerned about, like, where things are going for people, for unfortunately, for, like, our laws, our politics, stuff like that. But, yeah, there's some kind of transformation here happening. Definitely. Okay, so I am really feeling like, you know, I just got back from voting, so I'm feeling like this is a lot. This may be more of a collective message, you know. We're going to go with this, and I'm just going to get the reading and then see where this is going. But we got the Devil energy here. This is freeing yourself from some kind of fears, feeling obligated or trapped into something, stuck in something that you may not want to be. It may not be healthy. It may not make you feel good. It doesn't empower you. It disempowers you. It's just the Devil energy can be, you know, addictions, vices, control. You know, I look at the Devil a lot as control. Like, what's controlling you? What has control over you? What are you letting control you? And why? Is it because of fear, or is it because you have some kind of codependency, something like that? And then right where we're at right now in this reading is the Four of Swords. You could be anywhere on this board. This is just really coming across like there may be some worry or some stress, some anxiety over. This is really kind of being by yourself. It's kind of an isolate. It's the Four of Swords, so it's that rest, it's recuperation, it's healing. It's also seclusion within yourself and away from, and just to gather your energy. Gather your energy, gather your health, gather your strength, get aligned with your highest nature. Your kind of let the divine do like the healing and the get rest. Just kind of tap into the deeper, quieter places of you that maybe have been struggling from being in some kind of, or I should say, freeing yourself from some kind of fear, control, something like that. So this is definitely feeling like a time of, but there's could be a lot of worry and a lot of looking back at something here and going like there. It feels like, wow, like it feels like there could be a lot of looking back at the fears or the controls or whatever you are trying to heal from or recuperate from, and being worried, thinking a lot about it. Okay, and then coming in is that death, rebirth. This can also be, I am getting this also, there could be, I'm getting a fear from this, like a fear of, and also, gosh, I'm getting so much with this. This can also be your health too. Like health could be, there could be health issues here, health struggles. But this is more like the rest, the recuperation, the healing after maybe, could be battling some kind of illness or addiction or fear. You get this Death card. You know, this is bringing something, coming back from, like, it's not even coming back. It's a total different version of yourself, or a total different version of the situation or your life. Something completely changing here. Leaving something behind it and no longer being a part of it. You know, that's what I am getting. I'm also getting that, like, kind of being saved energy, like being spared, some kind of, I'm getting this message. I don't get this a lot, Cancer, if this is resonating, but this could be being spared, or sparing yourself a lot of, maybe more illness, more control, more fear or something, getting out of something, breaking away from something and recuperating and kind of going into some kind of, healing mode to completely break away or transform something here in your life. whatever this is, but there is a lot of, on the bottom, there's a lot of anxiety. It's like there's worry, maybe there's fear, maybe, you know, there's looking back at something and going, okay, I know I'm safe here, but there's just still something like lingering, like a fear. I'm almost getting, like, I'm getting a lot of messages with this reading. So this could be having fought or battled something here and being afraid it's going to come back, or you're going to get sick again, or you're going to end up in another situation like this situation, or being afraid of your own, releasing your, like, giving away your control to something that you don't want to give away your control to. So there's a very big transformation going on here. Huge, 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 big energy. We got the devil over here, death over here. This is completely going through the process of doing away with this dependence, or this unhealthy, like, bond or like connection to something. That is what I'm getting. So let's go ahead and get a couple more cards on this. Clarify the devil here. Oh, I hope everybody's doing well. And we got the Seven of Water, confusion. So, you know, something here in the past, it's like you finally seen that something or some situation in your life, or maybe it's been something you've been doing or something you've been going through. You're seeing that there's, it's clearing up for you. There's a clear direction on what you, like, it was almost like whenever I see this card, you guys, I get like gaslighty energy. Okay. So it's like, wow, I've been like really confused about like what I want, what I need, like, it's almost like just feeling like lost in a fog. And it's like coming out of that, breaking away from that like fog, and that could be an addiction too. You know, if you are just tapping into this channel, I am a recovering addict and alcoholic. So, and been in toxic, abusive, situations, relationships. So there is a lot, and this is about healing from just our human journeys, you guys. Like, we make choices that do not empower us. We make choices that don't empower others either, you know? So that's what we're here to do, is talk about how can we empower ourselves in a positive, healthy way, and how can we empower others without disempowering, like taking away our own power either, you know? So there is a feeling here of becoming less confused and kind of seeing something more clearly. This devil energy, or this situation, or this addiction, or this control, or this fear, whatever this was or is. And then we got the Lovers, and it came out reversed under the Four of Swords. So right now, there is a message coming through to really, really take care of yourself, nurture yourself, stay in a healing place with yourself. This Nine of Swords energy is just a lot of mental anxiety, and a lot of, it could be beating yourself up. It could be just, it's mental torment. It's torment in the mind about something here. And it's not, this could, you know, this is showing a more love and care towards yourself, and or maybe the situation, and looking back at it and maybe not sending it off with love, if that makes sense, sending it off with peace, not hate or bitterness, or there's something here that could possibly be making you feel like you need to tap into your spiritual center, like you need to send love your own way or another way or both ways, like all ways. Like there's just something here that's requiring a lot of love and balance to kind of eliminate some anxiety or some maybe guilt, maybe shame, maybe pain behind a situation that you've been in or getting through. There is a need here to reflect on that. This Lovers card in this deck, always I see that mirror, and whenever I see that, I'm like, it's saying, you know, what you see is the love you are. Like, it is really saying to take a look deeply at yourself and what you're looking at, and reflect on that. This is a Four of Swords. It's a time of deep soul reflection. Also, it's a deep soul healing and reflection on everything you've been through, or everything you've even done. Normally, this is a Four of Swords here. It's like this soldier that's come back from this battle or whatever. And, you know, after a battle, like, we do things in battle that maybe we're not proud of, or maybe we are healing from. And we got to just tap into our truth. You know, at that point, it's like there's a lot of things that hurt, but our truth is we're still here. We're not dead. We're not gone. We still have to work through anything that we've been through, any vices, any fears, any control, make better choices, more empowered choices for ourselves. I'm getting that message through this reading as making empowered choices for yourself right now. Whoever this is resonating with, let's get one on this death card. These are some big cards. We got the Lovers here in the middle too. Oh, and we got the Emperor, and I was feeling that with taking control over your choices, making empowered choices for yourself right now, Cancer or whoever this, and you can read for the Cancer house in your chart or any placement. But if this resonates, there is a strong message coming through that whatever this is you're breaking away from is empowering your decision making, and it's a empowered choice you're trying to make for yourself right now. And right now you may just be in a time of like reflection and introspection and kind of going in and just really healing and trying to release a lot of anxiety here and a lot of fear and a lot of looking back, maybe thinking. It's not even about feeling, you're feeling like there's a feeling here of feeling, I am getting fear, but it's like this need to heal, this need to recuperate, this need to rest, and reflect on what this whole situation or journey has been about for you. And with this transformation, there's just this coming back like in more control over it's Aries, this is taking action towards your transformation, your changes in your life to make more empowered, better choices for yourself, and also see your worth, see your power, see your value as being able to not only change your life, but also those around you. In balance, the Emperor is beneficial and still has structure, but not as rigid or like, there's some kind of transformation here, huge, happening with leadership, control, where something else had a hold of your thoughts, your energy, maybe your decision making. And now it's like, I'm going to make these decisions. I'm going to make self-empowered choices for myself. And I'm transforming this in my life. So I am getting that. And it's really a good energy. It is we got a lot of big cards here. We got the Lovers in the middle with the Four of Swords. This really healing, introspective balance, trying to come to this really inner and outer balance with yourself and healing happening here. And the Death and the Emperor on this side, and the Devil and the Seven of Water reverse, on this side. So it's like there is something here. You've made up your mind. Like you're in the process of healing and recuperating so you can take control over your growth, your transformation. So I do love that. Let's get a couple words on this. Inner voice. Something here deep. Like you may have felt like very confused about something being pulled in lots of different directions, but you had to listen to something here. You had to listen to something deep. And it might have even been like coming from like, I don't want to say a darker place, but that devil place, but that's not always bad. Our shadow self is not always, sometimes it's there to really truly protect us. And sometimes we don't understand that, especially in tarot, stuff like that, when you're looking at like devil energy, like, oh my gosh. No, it's not so like it's the choice. It's an opportunity to look at what you're giving your power away to, or what you're fearing, or what you're kind of becoming, what you're choosing, and going, that's not what I want to choose, and taking your power back. That's the most powerful thing about the devil energies. We get to take our power away back for ourselves, for our soul growth, for all that. So there is something here deep down that may have said, this needs to be your choice. Something here needs to be your choice. Something here is telling you that you need to make this change or make this choice for yourself and take control over something here for yourself. This doesn't mean controlling another. This is about controlling you and your choices and yourself and the way your mind looks back or worries, or there's some kind of choice you got to make for yourself. It feels very like judgment-y. I'm not seeing the Judgment card here, but it feels like judgment. It feels like you're judging you need to make a good call for yourself here. Whatever this is, by moving forward away from some kind of, it feels just like stuck in like confusion, like I don't know, but there's something here that whispered deep within you and said, you got to make a choice here. You can't just stay like everything else around you is making these choices. Like it's time for you to have a voice. It's time for you to speak up. It's time for you to move forward and take control over your, and then we got resilience, and this is right under the Four of Swords and the Lover. So this is that choice to recuperate, rejuvenate after something very difficult. Okay, I am getting that this has been a difficult choice or a difficult, confusing time for whoever this reading is resonating with, and the resilience is right here under the Four of Swords and the Lovers, and this is a choice to move on and love yourself. Choose healing and choose to reflect and on everything and kind of really just come out of it going, you know, I made it through that. I can't just curl up, and there isn't no just curling up and dying here, and worrying about the past isn't going to change anything. Or, you know, I'm here now. I'm here. I'm healing. I'm reflecting, and I need to love myself. And there's a transformation trying to happen here, Cancer. So this is a beautiful energy. I actually love it. I do. I love this. Oh, I love this too. Gratitude. Under the Emperor and the Death card. And then detachment. I really feel like it was reversed, which it just hardly pops out with me with the Soul Tree cards, but it did for this one. I feel like you're reattaching to yourself and coming back to yourself after a long period of maybe being entwined with other people, other choices, and not hearing your inner voice, not listening to your calling or your... And now there is this feeling of just needing to get out of your head about whatever this is. Something we're really strongly looking back with this Page of Swords. Some kind of obstacle that you've been through, you're looking back at. And I feel like it could still be giving you a lot of anxiety, but this is the end of that. Whoever this is resonating with. But there is a time here to kind of rise up, heal, get to rest. Like right now, it's a resting period time where you're just doing a lot of self-love and reflection on what you've been through or what you've experienced. Maybe the choices you've made that weren't self-empowering, that weren't, you know, that were for somebody else's gain and not your own growth or your own transformation. I am getting that. So there is a feeling here of, as you're moving forward, as you're releasing old stuff that doesn't serve you, and you're taking control over your decision making and your choices and your actions, and taking action to empower yourself and therefore help yourself, help those around you, giving some kind of gratitude, not only to, but I'd say that it almost feels like gratitude that you're able to do this. There's a opportunity here to transform something and change a huge dynamic here in your life. Now, if this is a dynamic you just had in general with everything around you, or this could be in regards to a relationship with the Lovers in reverse here, making a choice to kind of maybe be your own best friend, or, you know, making a choice to kind of, or this could be about, I'm not really getting the like necessarily forgiving energy. I'm getting like, I'm grateful I saw this about me in them and them in me. Like there's this really reflective quality to the Lovers when it's especially in balance. It's like, I see you, like something here you need to see in yourself also about this journey and like what you've learned through this. There's a lot of energy coming in here that's saying be grateful. There is a transformation happening, and you're here, and you're going to make choices now that are either different, or you're going to have some kind of, it feels like some kind of shift in the dynamic. Could be a dynamic with another, could be just this dynamic you have with yourself and your own power, your own past, looking back and going, yeah, I'm not going to let that control me anymore. I'm not going to let that confuse me anymore. I need to release this confusion so I can be very, very clear. And then there's just this need to show grace at this point too, and like be thankful for the situation and where it's taking you, because it's taking you to a much more empowered state of being and a whole transformation, something completely new here happening. So that's really nice. Let's get a positive affirmation here. See what you guys get. The World. Okay, so, you know, this could be very well Cancer and collective, but this is the end of a cycle, you know, and we are all feeling this right now. This is the end of a very long cycle we are ending here. I celebrate life and welcome new energy. Yes, this is about looking back and celebrating what you went through, not being fearful of it, not having anxiety about it, guilt, shame, just moving forward with this gratitude and this understanding that I learned from that. It's changed me, it's transformed me, and now I know how to make better choices. Now I know how to, now I know what I want to build in my life and what I don't want to build in my life. The World, I love that. This is feeling, you know, welcoming new energy. And I think all of us right now need to welcome new energy as it's coming in. This is a very, very difficult time for everybody right now. And this is a very big, I got to talk about this voting stuff. It's huge. I never used to, I'm not really a hugely political person, but I did vote, and I've voted a few times. But it's so important, even though, you know, I'm not wild about the whole electoral college and voting and all that, but, and I'm not going to get on a tangent about that, but it's so important to be understanding right now as we are going through some huge shifts, and we are looking back at our past, and we are going, man, have I been Like even just looking at the voting system and just looking at our systems, dynamics are changing. And part of that process is us not looking back and fearing it in anything, knowing we've already went through it and we've learned a lot from it. And now we know what we want to bring into our life and what we don't want in our lives. And the not letting other things make those choices for us, and celebrating like all of the growth and all of the evolution that us as humans have experienced, even though there is a lot of stuff in the past that you could look back at and go, that was horrible. That was absolutely awful. But there is a learning process here happening for all of us humans. And I think it's really important for us all to honor that learning process, honor that humanity. If we choose not to honor our humanity and our growth process, and we choose to judge it or guilt or shame people over it, or continue that cycle of like not understanding that this is part of our growth. This is part of our species. We are growing, we are learning, we're evolving. We're going to stay in the same dynamics, so we have to really kind of rise up and beyond like this idea of like, we have to really listen to our hearts. Okay, you guys, not our heads right now. Listen to your heart, and welcome new energy, because it's shifting. Things are shifting. Some people may be like, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with the way it is right now. And that's fine too. I'm not, but there is a feeling here of needing to be at peace with the past and move forward in a new cycle, a new era, a new whatever, and with gratitude, with positive energy, celebrating that we've come this far, celebrating the healing that's happening, celebrating that we are resilient creatures, and we are definitely learning and growing and learning how to change our dynamics, change our ways, change the way we exercise our power, our control. And why are we doing that? We've gotten to the root of things here. We really have been working very hard, everybody. So I am feeling that. Let's go ahead and, okay, let's see what comes out on this tree card. This is a very nice reading. I'm really liking it. New insight. I love that. New insight. Seeing something differently, experiencing something differently, having some kind of new, this inner voice, something has come through and been like, whoa, I'm seeing something differently here, but this is a lot. It feels like a lot. I'm seeing something differently. It's a lot. I'm catching myself looking back and being stressed or anxious about stuff that's already passed and having a whole new view on it. I have been getting this in the readings, like a lot of people are in that process of looking back and trying to see it in a new way. So and that's what we need to do. We need to see it as a process, not bad, neither bad nor good, just a process of growing and learning what resonates with us. What is our pick? What do we choose? I do love that. The new insight card coming out. That's really nice. Okay, let's get one of these. New insight. New views, new ways of seeing things. Frolic. Be happy. Be joyful. I love this because this is adding really a playful energy to it. And the sun. There is something to celebrate here. I am feeling that. Even though you might be overthinking something or stressing out about something, and it's taking away from the fact that you're here and you're resilient and you're healing and you're growing and you got a whole new view or perception on the world or this relationship or this situation, whatever this is. And there's a reason to be happy and joyful and not to take that away from yourself, because you have power and control over who takes that away from you, or if you allow others to take that away from you, because this Emperor card, showing that gratitude for this and not letting any of the anxiety or stress take away from this change. It's feeling like a huge change in just all around. Something definitely coming, like you coming back to yourself, you coming back to a new vibrant energy, being a happier energy, being a more healthy, balanced energy after a very long battle here. It feels like I'm not gonna, that's what it's feeling like. Okay, Cancer, or whoever this is resonating with. I'm just gonna say Cancer for the sake of the video, but what do we got here? Liberation. Oh, you guys, liberation, freeing yourself, liberating yourself, standing strong in your knowing, with that inner voice. There is a freedom here, a freedom from something, a freedom from confusion about what you truly want or what you truly want to build in your life or what you don't want in your life. And that is something to celebrate. And that might be something completely different you're looking at here going, wow, I really didn't see how trapped I was. I didn't see how not free I was to make my own choices. You know, we fall into these patterns of becoming so, you know, I'm not talking about rebellion. I'm talking about we fall into patterns of submissiveness and we don't stand up for ourselves. And I don't mean but I mean we don't really go in there deep because we're just so, it's this weird codependency that we have on other people. And I'm not saying we shouldn't be able to count on other people or be able to be supported by other people. But I'm saying first, we got to liberate ourselves. We got to free ourselves from that idea that we have nothing if we don't do what everybody else wants to do, or we don't go with what everybody else is doing, or, you know, and depending on where you're at. And also this liberation, also, I can't, every time the devil comes in, it comes in one of the messages always is addiction. And one thing you'll know about my channels, I do, that's one of the energies I get because I've been through it and it speaks to me. The devil has always speak to me about codependency, addiction, fear, control, you know, being kind of stuck, feeling stuck in a confusion and lost, and then finding that inner voice and moving forward and saying, I need to heal. I need to look at this deeper. I need to find the love for myself in this. And then we got this. I need to free myself from confusion about the past or something I'm looking back at. There's nothing to be confused about. There's something here you've definitely freed yourself from, or you're definitely in the process of healing from, and it's freeing you. It's freeing you from some really old, confusing, disempowering energy. That's what I'm getting. Okay, wow. This is a really powerful reading, you guys. Okay, let's... Sacred purpose. Finding sacred purpose, the eternal flame and ancestral legacy touching earth. So this is giving me like star energy. Both these cards together is giving me like a star energy. So it's almost like, hey, I know I have something more here to bring to this earth. I know I have a purpose. Gosh, this could be so many things. This could be battling, like I said, addiction. This could be battling like depression, suicidal thoughts. This is something real people have to fight off. And we find that place where like, no, I need to make these choices. And, you know, there's a reason I'm feeling disempowered here. What is taking away my power? Is it the pain? Is it the guilt? Is it the shame? Is it the hate? Is it the codependency? Is it the addiction? What is it that's taking my power away, that's keeping me from healing, keeping me from taking power and control over my purpose? What my soul, my inner voice says, this is you. That's not you. This is an experience you've had, not you. So that is powerful, you guys. Touching earth, planting something new, planting a new seed, coming. This is really, and I love that. It's almost like I'm almost seeing her like blowing like an eyelash off of her hand, like making a wish. But it's also like there is something here saying, look what I've got. I got something here to offer. I got a story, or I've got a gift that I want to share. And it's always been there. It's always been deep inside of me. And it's my purpose, my legacy. But first, there's just been this huge gain and growth in the way you're seeing things. And there's something to celebrate here for sure. It's really interesting too, because it's almost like this confusion or this having lots of choices has actually led to quite a blessing, because we got 7 cups here and we got 7 little dandelions. Okay. It's almost like all these confusing choices just turned into little wishes or something, or like little, yeah. And then I saw that in this card, like almost like when you like hold like maybe, you know, I felt that like an eyelash, like, oh, blowing an eyelash off your finger. But also with dandelions, you blow them to make wishes too. And that's what you do with the eyelash too. There's something here about wishes too, coming through, with this, a really strong feeling of something that was like, felt like, this has to be, one of these has to be the choice, or all of this is what you're doing, or some kind of confusion about solidity, being stuck in something, being solid has turned into something free. And also that's another thing, like the eyelash frees itself from the eye. The dandelion seeds free themselves from the dandelion. There's something here freeing, getting blown into the wind, let go of. I'm getting that, and it's such a good feeling, you guys. So that is this is a really nice, gosh, I love that. Okay. What a beautiful vision I just got with that. Surrender to your intuition has come out. And I was talking about the eyelash, and this eye's just popping out of me. And I'm like picturing this eyelash now. Surrender to wonder and awe. And I'm thinking about these wishes, or something true here happening, something big. Having a lot of gratitude for how far you came and something great that's happening here. Trying to grow and transform in your life, in yourself. Something very powerful here, whoever this is resonating with. It says, tune into your inner voice. That inner voice card was right here with that devil. And it's like, listen, listen. Nothing's solid. Nothing. You aren't stuck anywhere. You don't have to make a choice. You don't have to choose one of these choices. As a matter of fact, turn all those choices into wishes or visions or something. Free yourself from that idea that it has to be one of these things, maybe. You know? I don't know. There's just something here. And it says, be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. So you may be getting some aha moments that bring some new insight. There could be some worry or some stress because you're looking at something going, oh, I don't know if I necessarily like that choice. I don't know if I like the feeling of that or the way that looks. Listen to that voice. Follow your intuition right now. Whoever is listening, this resonates with, because it's very important that you listen to that, okay? Oh, wow. Okay, I think... Let's see. One more card, you guys. Let's see. Really nice. I love that. Liberation. Feels like some freeing. Let's get one of these. Another one. Value. Value. Grounded. All right, you guys. Value. Finding your own value, finding the value of a situation or something you've been experiencing or going through. Liberation, freeing yourself from something here. Whew, that is a big message. Okay, so I love that. I celebrate life and welcome new energy. Something very new, getting away from something very old, letting something go that's been there, that's been feeling maybe confusing, maybe like you didn't have a choice in the matter, but that's no longer. That's no longer. I love, love, love the vision I got when I saw these cups turn into these dandelions. It just, and then with that, the liberation card, it just all is really saying there's something that's held you back from following your wishes, your dreams, your insight, your inner voice. And now you're in like healing mode, recuperation mode, resilient mode, thinking I need to do this for me because this is what I'm meant to do. This is how I'm meant to love myself or love the world. There's something here. It just feels wonderful, you guys. I'm getting a really good energy from this. It looks like it's just been a battle with choices and really just not feeling like empowered in the choices that you've made, or that maybe you haven't, I don't want to say been allowed, because we're always allowed to make different choices, but maybe you didn't feel that way. Maybe you didn't feel liberated. Maybe you didn't feel free to make any, maybe you didn't feel free to dream. Maybe you didn't feel because there's been a lot of guilt, shame, and this is taking me back to some heavier stuff I went through in my life where I didn't stand up for myself and I thought I deserved certain things or certain treatments because I screwed up, because I wasn't perfect. And that's just not true. That's not true, you guys. You live and you learn and you grow, and you don't let anything hold you back from your growth process. You don't let people tell you you don't deserve to be happy. You don't deserve to live your life, and you don't deserve to exercise your lessons and your experiences and still live like a happy frolic, happy. You don't get to be joyful because you weren't perfect, or you didn't make this choice that we wanted you to make, or I wanted you to make. We do this to people in life, and like, it's really like upsetting because we want to support growth. We don't want to support people staying in positions where they feel disempowered. You don't keep telling somebody once they've learned something, you didn't learn nothing. You're still the same as you were 20 years ago. You're not the same as you were even a year ago, you guys. Like, we are growing, we are learning. So this is about freeing yourself from some kind of thought process or some kind of something from the past here, a thought process, a confusion, and giving yourself that freedom to take control over your thoughts, your dreams, and choosing a different way of dealing with maybe even choices and solid things that look solid in your life, and going, yeah, just because it looks solid doesn't mean it is. Nothing's in stone like that. I can create something magical here, something new and something beautiful. So I am getting that. Did I check on the bottom of this, y'all? Okay. I am supported and never alone. Remember that as you do. There is this feeling of being kind of secluded right now in the middle of this reading. Now, you could be at any part of this reading, but there's a feeling here of being kind of secluded to yourself, doing some healing, some recuperating, some praying, some sitting in, just grounding yourself, centering yourself, especially around your spiritual, finding that gratitude in that I am here, I am alive, I'm living, this is the experience, this is what I've been through, this is where I'm at, and this is where I'm going. And when I come out of this healing or this, I recuperate from this illness or this battle I've been through, I'm going to make great, more empowered choices for myself. And something is changing here. And you could probably feel this very loudly in your life. All right, whoever this is resonating with. So I hope that helps somebody, you guys. As always, I appreciate you guys coming and watching, reading. And if you do vote, like I said, get out and vote, please, you guys. At least speak what you need to speak on these issues that are everybody is thinking about. And even if you aren't thinking about it, it's going to influence you or your grandchildren or your great-grandchildren, So definitely think about voting. And I know it's really frustrating. Sometimes we can tell ourselves it doesn't make a difference. There's only like 500 and some electoral votes that count and blah, blah, blah. It's just, we got to be heard or seen somehow, some way, you guys. And we want to do that, of course, through our voting. Now, hopefully, I personally would like to see our voting system change a little, but as of, we will make do with what we have. And that's a good message, too, for make do with what you have right now. Like, as you have a place to be comfortable and heal and relax and find yourself, find your center, Cancer. There is a lot to look back on, but there's really nothing you can do about that. Okay, we are moving forward as a collective, but also it's profoundly coming out today in your reading. And I did take that little break, and I knew I'm coming back and doing Cancer and Leo and Virgo hopefully today, but at least I got Cancer here. Nurture yourself right now. Know that this is a powerful time for you in your transformation, your growth, and taking your power back from something that has made you feel like you had no other choice, or you couldn't do something, you couldn't be free from something. Maybe your own thoughts with that Nine of Swords there, but there's definitely a feeling here of needing to get out of your head, get into your soul, and feel it. Feel the resilience you have. Feel the growth that's trying to happen, and feel the kind of magic that's trying to happen right now in your life. I definitely felt that with those dandelions and those cups. So a lot of things changing, shifting for you right now, whoever this resonates with. So as always, thank you, you guys. And I appreciate you guys. And I hope you guys have a good day. And I'll talk to you later.